We're here in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Hello, I'm Jim Houston.
And I'm Craig Simpson.
We've got a great game coming up between Hershey and Philadelphia.
Now this is going to be an interesting matchup. You've got a high-octane offense up against a real gritty club.
The team that's going to prevail here will be the team that works harder and wins the battles along the boards. Get down to center ice for the opening faceoff. And the faceoff is won by Thornton. He dumps the puck in to Ilya Kovalchuk. One-timer! Blocked in front of the net. One-timed it. Chara. He passes the puck to Forsberg. Here comes Sergei Fedorov. To Ilya Kovalchuk, who tied with Rick Nash and Jerome McGinley as the NHL's leading scorer in 04. Niedermeyer turned over. We're scoreless early in the first. Shoots the puck, turned aside by Luongo. Sean. Backhand shot. Luongo stopped that. To Gonchar. Here's Robert Lang, who hasn't registered. Oh, he shot! Kiprasov got a pad on it. Here's Matthias Oling. That's stop two. Sean. We're scoreless in the first. One-timed it. He scores! There's the kind of start they wanted.
Matt Sundin is an effective goal scorer because he can beat teams in many different ways. He's the total package. Big, strong, and skilled.
Hershey can't afford to let this team get the drop on them.
Not this early in the game. If the defense can't hold them off, it's going to be a long one.
Into the slot.
Made the defense look bad. He scores!
Right back in the game.
This kid loves to be involved in the action. He wants the puck at all times, and that's the attitude you need to be one of the best snipers in the league.
Barely into the first, and it's a tie game again.
Some great end-to-end action, Jim.
Scored by number
Wrist shot turned away by Kiprasov. He intercepts the pass.
Assisted by number 4, Scott Stevens, and by number 97.
Now he dumps the puck in. That's icing. The players are lined up and ready for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to Hershey. To Rafalski. To Wade Redden. He had his pocket picked. To Milan Hayden. Luongo turns it aside. Big save!
Oh,
here comes Primo to Murray. The shots are 6-6. Here comes Roberts. Close! Kiprasov covers up for the whistle. We're ready for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to Hershey. One-time shot. Here comes Forsberg. Bad save by Luongo. Niedermeyer to Thornton. Fired it. Kiprasov freezes the puck. About to drop the puck. One-timer. Steered aside by Kiprasov. Here's Matt Sundin. He's a +1 in this game. He passes the puck to Hossa. To Marian Hossa. To Matt Sundin, who's played in the NHL All-Star Game 9 times. grabs the puck to Daniel Alfredson. Picked off. It's 2-on-1. Shoots it from deep in the slot. Over to Alfredson. He's alone against the goalie. Luongo stones him cold. To Ilya Kovalchuk. Here comes Ilya Kovalchuk. Here's a chance. Intercepted in the slot. Kiprasov's got it. Chara. Midway through the first, and it's 1-1. Shoots the puck from the point. Delayed call coming up. Another shot. He scores, and that'll put them up by 1.
As you can see, Sergei Fedorov is the type of player who can take over a game. He's got so much talent, and he's able to fill the net in a hurry. This might be a complex game, but this team has found a simple solution. Score early and score often.
Hey, you can't lose with a formula like that. The shots are 11-11 to Nordstrom. Now rink wide to Lang.
Number 3, Zdeno Chara.
Here's Martin Saint-Louis looking for his first shot on net. Here comes Lang. Good shot. Hit the man in front of the net. Halfway through the first period, and it's 2-1 for the visiting team. Luongo gets the blocker on it. To Sundin. Here comes Sundin. Quick shot. Kiprasov turns him away. Here comes Hossa. Shot on net from the slot. He blocked it. That's a great play. To Primo. Now he takes it to center. He gains the blue line on the attack. Niedermeyer. He has his pocket picked. Into the middle. Over to Hossa. Now he moves it into the attacking zone. The home team trails by 1 here midway through the first period. It's dumped in by Murray. He passes it to Forsberg. Here comes Forsberg. Fires it. He scores! And that'll give them a 2-goal lead midway through the first.
Peter Forsberg's game is a perfect blend of strength and finesse. He can flat out beat you in so many ways, almost every time.
A 2-goal lead halfway through the first.
They're striking fast and striking often.
Scored by number 21, Peter Forsberg, assisted by number 91.
Roenick, saved by Kiprasov. Hossa has scored once already, and it was on his only shot on goal.
Well, you can't be disappointed with the result. I'm sure his coaches would like to see him get more pucks on net.
They're getting ready for the faceoff. One-timer. Kiprasov made the save. Here comes Daniel Alfredson. He scores! Just like that, they're running away with this.
With Alfredson's offensive talent, it's a wonder he wasn't selected before the 6th round back in 1993. He proved a lot of people wrong by winning the NHL Rookie of the Year award in 1996.
The faceoff goes to Philadelphia.
By number 11, Daniel Alfredson.
Here comes Sundin.
13, Matt Sundin.
Shoots the puck. He scores, and now their lead is huge.
Speed kills. Isn't that the old saying? Oh, this man is a perfect example of that.
Here's Matt Sundin to Sergei Gonchar.
Assisted by
Whips the shot. Easy stop for Luongo. Here's Scott Stevens. He passes the puck to Messier. And he's over the blue line on the attack. Shot! Here's Chip. He scores! And now he's got a pair.
Marian Hossa's offensive skill can carry his team. He's always a threat to score, and he has incredible game-breaking ability.
The faceoff goes to Hershey. A one-on-one battle. One-timer.
Assisted by number 90.
Here's Nick Lidstrom to Peter Forsberg.
By number 15.
It's a one-on-one battle. Now he passes it to Kovalchuk. Now it's passed to Alfredson. With a one-timer. Pretty nice glove save by Kiprasov. The puck is about to be dropped. The faceoff goes to Hershey. To Wade Redden. Cranks one. That's blocked and didn't get through. To Zubov. The visiting team up by 3 here late in the first period. Here's a chance. Cuts in front. They move it into the neutral zone. Here comes Lang. Quick shot. Brilliant save by Kiprasov. He passes the puck to Hayden. One-timed it from the slot. Out comes Robert Lang. And he carries the puck into the attacking zone. To Sergei Fedorov. And it's taken to center. Now oh, he hit the post. The visiting team up by 3 here late in the first period. Quick up to Fedorov. Wrist shot. Luongo makes the big glove save. Here comes Ilya Kovalchuk. Salavi. Wrist shot over to Kovalchuk.
Last minute of play in the first period.
Here's Ilya Kovalchuk. Here comes Ilya Kovalchuk. Made him look bad with that deep. To Kovalchuk. He had his pocket picked. And he scores! Late in the first, they see daylight. They're within a couple.
Alfredson is a wonderful offensive player because he has loads of skill and he works hard. He's able to fight for position to score, has the skills to finish once he gets there.
The action's about to start. The faceoff goes to Hershey at center. Sean. And the period draws to an end with a score 5-3 as we head to the first intermission. Philadelphia is up by 2 as this second period gets started. The ref is ready to drop the puck. Fedorov wins the faceoff. Here he comes on the attack. Front of the net. Deep quick shot from the left. Here's Daniel Alfredson. It's man against man. Poked loose. Up to Fedorov. Intercepted in the neutral zone to Kovalchuk. To Alfredson, down into the corner. Pass up to Kovalchuk. Now he takes it into the neutral zone. He brings it over the line. Over to Forsberg. Luongo reached out for the puck. Here's Peter Forsberg. The visiting team up by 2 here early in the second period. Shoots the puck. And Kiprasov makes a nice save. Here comes Sundin. To Daniel Alfredson, and he'll start out to center with some speed. Now he's over the blue line on the attack. Easy stop for Kiprasov. To Sundin. Now it's passed to Alfredson. He has his pocket picked. Luongo hangs on for the whistle. The ref is signaling for the faceoff. Roenick won the draw. Here's Scott Stevens. To Zubov. He intercepted it. Out comes Jeremy Roenick. And he brings it over the line. Watch what he does here. It's gobbled up by Nordstrom. He passes the puck to Hayden. And he takes it into the neutral zone. It's 2-on-1. Hacked into the slot. Turned aside by Luongo. Messier. And he's over the blue line on the attack. One time's up. He hangs on to the puck. Scott Niedermayer's been one of the most consistent two-way defensemen in the league. He scored over 400 points and won 3 Stanley Cups.
Not to mention a Norris Trophy last season at the age of 31.
Niedermayer, one-timer right on. Gonchar. He passes the puck to Sundin. Now it's passed to Olin. One-timer. Luongo freezes the puck. Luongo did a good job on that last save.
He's definitely in control of his crease.
They're getting ready for the face-off. Sundin wins the face-off. He passes it to Lang, and he takes it into the neutral zone. Here comes Sundin. One-timed it. Sundin behind the net. Over to Chara. Here's Ilya Kovalchuk to Sundin. Here comes Lang. Here's a chance. Philadelphia picked it up. Over to Forsberg. Just one man to beat. Now he passes it to Lang. And it's moved into the attacking zone. Big save by Kiprusov. The home team trails by a pair as we approach the midway mark of the second. One. That's blocked by the defender. Here's Matt Sundin, who's been all around the net but can't seem to score. One time! To Marian Hossa. Now he carries the puck to center. He moves it into the attacking zone. Pass up to Thornton. It's man against man. Into the corner. That's stopped and he hangs on for a face-off. He showed good reflexes on that save.
That was a great one, that's for sure.
The players are lined up and ready for the face-off. The face-off goes to Hershey. To Kabila. Close! Passed ahead to Alfredson. Now he's over the blue line on the attack. For the one-timer. Blocked in front of the net. To Roberts. Fired it from the left. Here's Daniel Alfredson. Primo takes possession of the puck. Oland in control now. He passes it to Alfredson. And he's over the line and on the attack. Right in front. Pretty nice glove save by Luongo. Shoots! Pretty nice glove save by Kiprusov. Puck jumped on by Oland. He passes it to Hayden. Here comes... He scores! And they're running away with this one, middle of the second period.
There is no doubt that Jaromir Jagr is one of the most offensively gifted players this league has ever seen. Man, does this guy know how to score goals?
It's still early, Craig. Do they have enough time?
I think so, but they'll have to really step up their game.
He'll go at him one-on-one. Here he comes on goal.
Number 23.
Possession taken by Hossa to Marcus Naslund. Now it's passed ahead to Hossa. Here comes Hossa. Luongo stopped that to Matt Sundin. And he moves it into the attacking zone. Kiprusov with a tremendous save. It's man against man. He scores!
I think this guy definitely fits the description of a sniper. When he gets a chance to score, he usually converts on it.
The faceoff goes to Hershey.
Number 22.
He scores! It's a couple of goals tonight.
Everyone knew the big slap shot was coming, but when it's taken with that kind of force and accuracy, hey, there's not much that can be done to stop that one.
Here's Joe Thornton to Kovalchuk.
Number 11. Daniel Alfredson.
Now passed again to Kovalchuk.
Assisted by number 44, Sheldon Story, and by number 19.
Turned over. He passes it to Kovalchuk. Here comes Joe Thornton. He gets thrashed. One-timed it. Quickly another shot. Another save. Kiprasov covers up. Kiprasov got over and stoned him on the one-timer.
And the shooter is wondering how he stopped it.
We're ready for the face-off. The face-off goes to Philadelphia. They bring it in on the attack. Here's Marian Hossa. It's been a bright light for a team that's had a pretty dark night. Here comes Sundin to Roenick, and he brings it to center. He coughed the puck up. Now he passes it to Alfredson. Sean, it's a one-on-one battle. Shoots the puck from the slot. To Bina, to Messier, to Murray. He carries it into the zone. Over to Messier. Kiprasov's got it. Grabbed by Messier to Kovalchuk. He turns it over to Primo. Now it's passed to Rafalski. One-timer. Here's Gary Roberts. Yet another stop. Gobbled up by Chara. Kiprasov covers up for the whistle. Kiprasov has good hands. He can really move the puck.
And that puts a lot of pressure on opposing forwards. If they're not accurate with their shoot-ins, they'll beat them to the puck and fire it out of the zone.
In the corner. One-timed it. To Butler. Easy stop for Luongo. Out comes Daniel Alfredson. He's only got one to beat. Kiprasov stopped that. To Hossa. He'll go at him one-on-one. One-times it. Luongo stacked the pads. To Thornton. And he moves the puck into the attacking zone. Quick shot from in front. Nordstrom to Chara. It's man against man.
Last minute of
Shoots the puck. Luongo with a big save. He steals the pass. And he passes it over to Chara. He intercepted it to Hayduk. There's the horn to end the second. 7-4 is the score. Hershey is down by a hat trick as we get started with the third period. About to drop the puck. Over center. Along the boards. Backhand from the point. Here's Daniel Alfredson. Here's Ilya Kovalchuk, who's been firing from every end. Oh, he hit the post. One-timed it. Over to Lidstrom. Now passed over to Fedorov. He's over the line and on the attack. Right in front. To Thornton. Now he takes it to center. In he comes. To Alfredson. Thanks. Hit the man in front of the net. Here's Peter Forsberg. What a gritty performance he's put on. To Robert Lang. The visiting team still up by 3 here early. Close. To Sundin. Now he moves the puck into the attacking zone. Fired it! Luongo makes the save. Here comes Saint-Louis. He had his pocket picked. To Saint-Louis. To to Matt Sundin. He takes it to center. They gain the blue line on the attack. He intercepts the pass and quick up to Lang. With speed, it's a one-on-one. Wrap around. Front of the net. Another shot. He scores, and it's a two-goal game early in the third.
Rarely is Rourke out there and not involved in the play somehow. He always seems to be buzzing around the puck, and that's a huge reason why he's in position to make plays.
They're getting ready for the faceoff. Roenick on the draw, gathering speed. Here comes Jeremy Roenick. One-timed it. Oland.
By number 20, Robert.
Here's Jaromir Jagr. He's had a good, hard-working blue shot to Roenick. Now he carries it to center ice. He's in the attacking zone. Kiprasov. Blocker save to Gonchar. One-timer. Delayed penalty coming up. Stevens will get the gate for high sticking.
He's not happy about getting that minor. It's going to the box anyway.
Philadelphia will try and take advantage of a penalty here.
Well, we haven't seen the power play yet tonight, but we know they're going to be ahead.
They've got great skill on that first unit.
It's a one-on-one battle.
And he covers up. Kiprasov caught a piece of it with his blocker, and it was just enough to prevent it from going in. The puck is about to be dropped. Face-off won by Sundin. Here's Peter Forsberg, who's got a goal in this game.
He burned him with that move.
To Marcus Nasman. He coughs up the puck. Here's Matt Sundin.
Well, we get a shot on goal.
And he's stopped by Kiprasov. To Zubak. One-timer. Here's Mark Messier, who's been all around the net but can't seem to score. From behind the net, passed ahead to Kovalchuk, to Sundin. He moves it into the attacking zone. Shoots the puck. Luongo made the huge save. He passes the puck to Roenick. Kiprasov turned him away. He scores! Short-handed.
The biggest thing that Joe uses to his advantage is his size. He's so big and strong that it's very difficult for players to try to shut him down.
Midway through the third, and their lead has been cut to 1. They need to do something fast.
A big hit, good shot, anything to regain momentum.
Here comes Sergei Fedorov. One-timer. Great save by Luongo. Up through center. Thornton dumps the puck in.
And by number 97, Jeremy.
Here comes Ilya Kovalchuk. This could be a chance. Saray corrals it. Scooped up by Hershey. Stevens has served his penalty, and that puts his team back at even strength. Front of the net. And he hangs on to the puck. This guy's really reading the play well. He's netted 3 points already.
He's looking sharp, Jim, and he's really elevating the play of the people around him. That's what impresses me.
The action's about to stop. The faceoff goes to Hershey. Here's Daniel Alfredson. Been a bright light for a team that's at a pretty dark night. Here comes Joe Thornton. Shoots the puck. Scores! They've tied it up midway through the third period.
I don't know if there's a more natural goal scorer in this league right now. His speed, shot, and tremendous skill make him a huge threat to score every time he's on the ice.
Midway through the third, and we have a tie game.
Yeah, I think this one could go right down to the wire.
Great feed. Niedermeyer. Quick shot from the right. Scores, and that's the hat trick.
Alfredson has one of the best shots in the game. Now, he may not be able to rip it as hard as some of the others, but it's as accurate as they come.
Philadelphia behind by 1 third. What now?
Well, you keep it simple, Tim. Gain the zone and get the puck on net.
Murray dumps it in. He picked it off to Marcus Naslund.
By number 17,
Now it's passed to Roberts.
Kovalchuk, and by number 19, Joe
Stevens. Out comes Marcus Naslund to Robert Lang. Here comes Lang. Quick shot. That's blocked. Ahead to Murray. It's 2-on-1. Blasted from the left. Play grinds to a halt as the puck is shot out of play. This guy gets down quickly and takes away the entire bottom of the net.
Jim, you have to lift the puck up to beat his butterfly style. If it's on the ice, he's going to get a pad on.
Sundin wins the draw. What a sensational move. He dates to Sergei Fedorov. Here comes Sergei Fedorov. Here's a chance around the back. To Robert Lang. Now he's into the attacking zone. He steals the pass. He'll just move the puck into the neutral zone. One-timer. Leg save by Luongo. He has his pocket pick. And another stop to Lang. Saved by Kiprosov. Puck found by Gonchar. The home team up by 1 midway through the third. Quick shot. That's blocked and didn't get through to Olin. Here's Sergei Gonchar. He shoots! Here comes Joe Thornton. One-timed it. Blocked. It didn't get through. Pat. Shoots the puck. Luongo denies him. Niedermeyer. One-times it. Primo. That's blocked by the defender. Up to Alfredson. Now he moves the puck into the attacking zone. He passes it to Murray, and he carries the puck to center ice. Here comes Primo. Takes the shot. Fearlessly blocked. Turned away by Kiprusov. Naslund to Daniel Alfredson. And he's over the blue line on the attack. He has his pocket picked. The home team still up by 1 late in the third. Right in front. Great save by Kiprusov.
And he knew a 2-goal deficit at this point in the game would be nearly impossible to come back from.
Here comes Marcus Naslund. Quick shot from beside the net. Sundin to Saint-Louis. And out he comes. Now he's over the blue line on the attack. Kiprusov stopped that. The visiting team trails by 1 late in the third. Shot! Here's Robert Lang, who's been firing from every angle. Up shot! Quickly steered aside by Mika Kiprusov. To Lang. Here comes Lang to Sundin. Now quick up to Saint-Louis. He takes it into the neutral zone. To Lang. Shoots it hard. Puck scooped up by Hayduk. To Matt Sundin. Here comes Forsberg. Down to the final 2 minutes of the third period. The visiting team still trails by 1 here late in the third. To Kovalchuk. Here comes Forsberg to Messier.
1 minute left in the third period.
Now passed over to Roenick. Kiprusov's got it to Kovalchuk. And he'll move the puck into the neutral zone. To Messier. We're down to the final minute of the third. Ahead to Forsberg. Now it's passed to Roenick with a one-timer. Kiprusov turned the shot away. Tremendous save.
Unbelievable. Ask his teammates and they'll tell you, this guy outright steals games. And that's the biggest compliment you can give a goalie.
He's a big star in this league, all right. Face-off won by Thornton to Surrey. Kovalchuk. Fired it. Kiprusov gets the blocker on it. Puck corralled by Oland to Matt Sundin. Kiprusov is getting yanked.
Right now they need the extra attacker in a big way.
Takes it hard on net. They score on the empty net.
Well, an empty net goal is a great way to pad your stats. They don't come much easier than this one. But hey, he'll take
An insurance marker in the dying seconds. Americans seals the deal.
I think it's safe to say they'll finish this game up by 2.
To Kovalchuk. Philadelphia is down by 2 and they're going with the extra attacker.
Right now, they need to maintain possession and keep cut. He scores on the empty net. That should pretty much do it for this game. There's your proverbial icing on the cake.
A 3-goal lead late in the third. That's pretty much sealed the deal.
They've really showed what they're capable of tonight.
Scored by number 26.
Less than 10 seconds to go in the third.
Assisted by number 20, Robert Long, and by number 28, Brian Ripkowski. Tonight's first star, Hershey, number 17, Ilya Kovalchuk. Tonight's second star for Hershey, number 19, Joe Johnson. And tonight's first star, Hershey, number 11, Daniel Alfredson.
From Hershey, Pennsylvania, this is Jim Houston with Craig Simpson.
Until next time, take care.
Goodbye.